smoking weed. Snuck in my hand. And the Billy at 580. Crazy colors in that. I got that in God with me. Those security to take my.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Here we go. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Daniel Gafford is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
And the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket hitter.
On the wing, Thompson. No good on the three. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Ball surveying the defense. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Irving against McDaniel. Fade away. Irving misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux. Players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone Anthony Edwards to look up to.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. And the league continuing jobs to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. McDaniels defended. Count that one.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Edwards. Back to Ball. Beyond the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Ball's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Gafford passes to Thompson. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Mavs.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Now here's Lyons. He has yet to score. Lets it go from 14. Ball no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Ball, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. The shot's good from Christie.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Edwards has come in for Ball.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Phillips. Charity stripe shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
To the middle, here's Washington. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
Washington.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Here's Edwards, and there's the drive.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Phillips. Here is Edwards. From downtown. No good there. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And, you know, another thing has been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
We've got Anthony Edwards. Dosunmu is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Phillips in at the 4 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Edwards. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, It sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Green, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Christie. On the wing, Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Green passes to DiVincenzo. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. DiVincenzo's got his first basket.
DiVincenzo with a nice touch on the inside shot. Well, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city to visit?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one day. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming in.
They love their kings. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball, too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now, and any given year, anyone can win.
That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Josh Green. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And it's Klay Thompson in for Marshall.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And here is DiVincenzo after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Top of the key, Dosunmu. McDaniels finds Dosunmu. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Timberwolves trail by 6. 1:39 left in the second quarter. From past the arc, Edwards with confidence.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Here's DiVincenzo. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. McDaniels. And another three for Minnesota.
Attacking right away. Daniels wasting no time there.
DiVincenzo against Irving. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He's got 7. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Irving passes to Christie. Out to Thompson. Pass to Irving. Puts up a 3. A shot missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Greetings all. Halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
Next up, let's see who made the honors for our NBA Players of the Week. Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
He's been their catalyst when they need a bucket or they need someone to make a play. They know they can turn to him like I could turn to you, Ernie.
Indeed.
Playing the 3, he offers a lot of versatility as well, Shaq.
Ain't that what I just said?
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom? Bottom of the standings, with not a lot of hope for the regular season.
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
On the floor for Dallas, Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Santi Aldama. Edwards on the bounce. Count the basket. Edwards got 15.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
For the screen on McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be. Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
High, arcing shot. Ball no good. The Mavericks leading. Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's Gafford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Gafford's got his first points in this one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Irving drives in. Here's Aldama. McDaniels defending. Knocks down the 10-footer. Now it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the run. The muscle from Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
And you see, don't you, Clark, this steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Minnesota making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. The Mavericks also with the subs. Washington's checked in.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-2 run here. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 11-point Maverick lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Really good control that time by Washington. Embraced the physical contact and then worked his way through it.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor and there's no let-up in sight.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers, that they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Hey, the steady improvement LaMelo's made as a distributor and team leader, that's pretty admirable. He's becoming more and more of a go-to guy.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys.
First in opponents' points per game, and they were ranked 3rd in three-point shooting. They can burn you from deep as well as they shot it. The three-pointer really has become the focal point of their offense.
And Greg, you talked about their killer defense, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league. They just shut teams down.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. There's a good screen. And it's off from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Defended by Dosunmu. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
Green, he's checked in for McDaniels. Christie, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Phillips, the pass to DiVincenzo. Driving in, here's Phillips. It's tipped.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Craig crossover to get free. 21 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Ball hits them both. Just 3 on the clock. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it's Dallas with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Green is up there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Phillips at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And stolen by Irving. Here's Christie. The rebound by Dosunmu. Timberwolves trail by 18. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got 10 points in just the second half.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Christie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs.
And you know for that matchup with Charlotte, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Mavericks also with the sub. Thompson, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And the basket by Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Thompson for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Lively pulls it down.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Highland's checked in, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Inside, here's McDaniels. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Green. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. A 3-pointer off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
They get it again. Washington, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
Green with a screen on Christie. Island with it. 3-pointer. A rebound by Washington. Thompson outside. Washington sets the pick for Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
They continued to feed him throughout the game, and with good reason. They realized he was hot, had the hot hand, and they wanted to ride that. And he refuses to let them down, coming through at every turn.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. The 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Christie. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Tries the spin move. Outside Edwards. takes the three. Offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks leading by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so by winning the first of 3 to play in this season series, it should give them plenty of momentum and confidence for the next time they'll have to lace up their sneakers against the Timberwolves.
McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. That's good on the jump shot. Here's Nembhard. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Washington. It's hauled in by Lyle. Timberwolves on offense. Ball with a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Pass to Christie. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And here is DiVincenzo. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present our player of the game.